Let me share something concrete first. When I was looking into imposter syndrome, I wrote quite extensively on LinkedIn. So if somebody is interested in reading about my early thoughts and my journey to where I am today, feel free to check out my LinkedIn posts. So what happened then was suddenly a person and then a second person reached out, dear friends of mine, and I really hold them in high esteem. And they said to me, Markus, what you wrote about the symptoms of imposter syndrome, this is something I totally buy into. However, that whole imposter syndrome thing, that doesn't apply to me. And as I said, Karl, I knew them quite well. So I looked at their lives, I started reflecting my own life, and I suddenly realized, that's interesting. Imposter syndrome is not the problem. Imposter syndrome basically disguises itself as the problem. It is actually a symptom of a way deeper issue. But let's talk first about imposter syndrome for a moment. If you look at the dictionary and you look up imposter syndrome says, in spite of actually having all it takes, knowing that you have all it takes, you still don't trust it. So keep this in mind. We table this for a quick sec to come back. So what happened was, I then looked at the syndrome. The syndrome is basically, in layman terms, let's say you have illnesses which can't be described, can be explained, and then what it becomes is a syndrome. So basically, when I diagnose you as an expert, and by the way, there are experts who do diagnose you with imposter syndrome, and they help you with the imposter syndrome, they basically paralyze you. Because as soon as you get a diagnosis of a syndrome, pardon my French, you're screwed. You're cooked. And that's when I understood, stop. I have to take the focus entirely away from the imposter syndrome and look at the underlying cause of it. And you know what the underlying cause is?
What's the underlying cause?
In the end, it comes down to that we do not understand who we really are. That's what it comes down to. We do not understand who we really are.